let's talk about having a sense of belonging in your career and what can cause you to feel like that's missing. So, oftentimes when we think of a sense of belonging, what we think of is sharing something in common with other people, and we form community around that, whether that's the area that you work in or a passion that you have, right? We can form communities around that, and a lot of times people believe that that's what gives them a sense of belonging, but that's only perpetuating sameness, right? Because we are bonding over something that's common. What contributes to us feeling like we don't belong is not necessarily that we don't share common traits with other people or that we don't have the same passion, because in a work environment, typically it's people working towards the same goal. But what makes us feel like we don't belong is that we don't feel like we can truly be ourselves in that space, right? Because any space where we feel that we're safe to be ourselves and express ourselves, that's where we belong, right? And that's where we can connect as humans. And often people feel like they don't belong and they go into another space where they're bonding over something that's common and still feel like something is missing. So recognizing that where we actually get that feeling of belonging from is when we are in spaces where we are accepted for who we are. And that means that we can be in spaces with people who are different from us, that we don't have to share a lot in common for us to actually get that feeling. And a lot of times when we're chasing the sense of belonging, what we're doing is that we're jumping into one space to another based on things that we have in common. And there's nothing wrong with bonding over things that are common, but it's when we're looking for a sense of belonging, but it feels like it's elusive. And it's not because you don't have anything in common with the people in those spaces, it's because those spaces are not embracing differences, where they're exclusionary. And that's where it can feel like you have to check parts of yourself at the door.